If someone said how about a budget runaround, then the Dacia Sandero probably isn't the first model that comes to mind. But what do you expect? Dacia have only been in the UK since early 2013. In its short lifespan on UK shores, the Renault-owned brand has certainly made an impact with its cheap and cheerful models, which include this Sandero Supermini and of course the Duster SUV. But what does its £6,000 price tag actually get you? Well, let's take a look. 3 words sum up the interior of the Sandero, and that is built to last, which if you're after a cheap runaround is surely something you're going to embrace. There are 3 trim levels available when it comes to kit: Access, Ambience and the top of the range Laureate, which we have. As you would expect, the entry-level model is incredibly sparse when it comes to kit, with the likes of a radio nowhere to be seen. Highlights of the range include Bluetooth, aircon, and, if you go for the Laureate trim, cruise control and a few chrome inserts. And if you want to splash out a bit, there's also an optional sat-nav. Storage compartments in the Sandero are really well thought out. There's place for your wallet, keys, mobile phone, or even a glove box big enough for snacks. Sitting in the rear is relatively comfortable, especially when it comes to headroom thanks to the Sandero's boxy shape. Legroom is a little limited, but it's definitely adequate for the supermini segment. Boot space in the Sandero is very impressive, offering 320 litres with the seats up and 1,200 litres with the seats down, which is significantly bigger than the Ford Fiesta and Renault Clio. A few pet peeves possibly is the high loading level and slight lip when you fold the seats down. So, what's it like on the road? Well, let me just say you'll be surprised at the amount of fun you can actually have with it. Its steering, for example, offers a mix between that light inner city feel of its competitors and an outer urban feel, which is quite gutsy for Dacia, but you know what? It really works. Okay, the steering can be a little unresponsive, there's a fair bit of body roll and it's quite noisy in the cabin, but it's £6,000. Although this model comes fitted with a 0.9 litre 3-cylinder petrol, it's got decent power behind it with 89 brake horsepower and 135 Nm of torque. It still takes 11.1 seconds to reach 62 miles per hour, but when it comes to 3-cylinder competition, it really does feel quicker. Its CO2 figures do let it down though, emitting 116 grams per kilometre, and for a 3-cylinder it needs to be ducking under the 100 gram mark. But it still manages to return around 50 miles per gallon, which is okay. It's a shame for Dacia that Ford's 1-litre EcoBoost is around, otherwise the Sandero's 3-cylinder will be getting a lot more attention when it comes to entertainment value. It's fair to say that the Sandero's interior is what you'd expect for the price you pay. Its drive on the other hand has a bit more about it and will pleasantly surprise. So, is it worth £6,000? Absolutely. But would you choose the Sandero as your go-to runaround? Let us know in the comments section and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.